Welcome back to Tennessee Fruit Craftsman. It has been a while. It's not that I haven't been doing anything. I've actually been doing quite a bit. I just wanted to give you an update. The driveway at least has been put in partially. It hasn't been finished over because we're still filling in over here in this area here with fill. But the driveway is up to the main house, or at least part of it. I have also been spending some time raising my storm drain. I raised that 2 feet roughly. It's got to be filled in around it. I mean, we've had a bunch of rain here and it's draining down around it. But that was a job that needed to be done so we could finish rough excavating our ground here. So it's about a 3-inch drop from here and about a 3-inch drop from here down into this bowl. And so that is another job that I have done. You can see a bunch of planer shavings. That means I have been planing lumber again. I'll show you that. It has been a week and a half of odds and ends outside trying to get stuff done between the rain. I moved my table saw up onto the deck here so I could work during the rain. I have also put the porch ceiling on here. That was that tongue and groove lumber that I was working on a year and a half ago. Put the lights in, the puck lights in, and also put a door going up in there. One of the other major accomplishments, my friend came over and gave me a hand for a day, part of a day, and that is basically the completion. Come around here so you can see it. The completion of this side. So we finished siding it, painted it, stripped the scaffolding down. That was a major accomplishment because that was the last of the angled cuts. I think it looks great. So that was a day and a half job. I've been throwing my time at some of these jobs that needed to get done. The reason that I wanted to get that done is because the scaffolding was right out in this area here, the end of it, and when we fill this in, I didn't want it to be in the way. So right now we are trying to get, my friend has 3 or 4 loads just across the street that he said I could have, and so I'm going to need that to fill in from about there over to this area and out. So I'm hoping we have enough for that. Someone wants to give you a fill, you take it. Of course, that last video, I think I did, been over a week now, week and a half. We just, we had put the water line in. I left it exposed to make sure everything was, nothing was leaking. Everything seems to be working fine. I'll probably fill that in the next few days. So this porch roof, like I said, you can look down across it. Turned out nice and level. Anybody knows what's good to seal pine knots? Could you please put in the comments? I have tried bins, or Zinsser I guess it is, 1, 2, 3 bullseye stuff or whatever, and that's supposed to seal. But I've put multiple coats on some of these knots, let it dry, multiple coats, and it's still bleeding through in some places. So I've got to figure out, oh goodness, what's going on here? There we go. I've got to figure out what it is that will fill those or seal those knots. So what have I been doing? Well, I've been hanging doors. Of course, we laid the tile. Trimmed out a window yesterday. That's what the windows are going to look like when I get it all painted. It's going to be, so it's a little dark in here. But it's got 2 beads and then the beaded outline to match the outside, a little bit of the pattern of the outside. But I was thinking about putting a window skirt on this windowsill, and with 5 inches I figured that was plenty. So I ended up doing it this way. So I've put in 1, 2, 3 doors here. This is the bathroom. I just finished up hanging the doors today. Put a door going down to the basement. So these were the doors that I made. And of course put that door on going into the laundry room. So we're at the stage of, sorry, I also trimmed out this door here. We're at the stage of the cabinetry in here and shelving, which is what I'm going to swing to next once I get the doors trimmed. Of course, I also put this back set of steps on. I wasn't sure whether I showed that in an earlier video, but this back set of steps is now on, and I think it's adds to this back porch a lot. One of the other things I did is I have glued up, now that's actually in 2 pieces, about 12 inches, they're just laid together. That is a bunch of red oak that I glued up, strips of it, 2 inches or 1.75 inches thick, and I'm going to use that hopefully for the sorting table or the folding table in the laundry room, the top of the cabinet, so use that as a countertop. I've just got to run it through the planer, shape it and everything. Maybe I can, if I can remember, bring you along for that process. Sorry I haven't been videotaping. I get going here. Sorry, it's dark up here. I get going here and just don't think to do it. Now, I don't know whether you can see, it's a little dark, but I have got oak, red oak, all around the perimeter. That's going to be part of my shelving in the laundry room. So you can come along, catch me on the next video, and I will, I guess that stuff's dried pretty well. I will show you what I'm going to be doing with that. And then, lastly, I've got the porch ceiling on out here. I had to finish making up this material and put it on. That finished this back porch off really nicely, right up around the chimney, nice and tight. So I've put 2 coats on this, but again, I've got to figure out what I need to put on some of these knots because they just bleed back through, and I'm not going to waste my time painting until I actually figure out what it is that is going to seal those knots. We used to use aluminum paint. Just give it a shot, like with a spray can or whatever, and then paint over it. But someone said, well, you know, it doesn't really stick, the top coat won't stick to it because it's oil based, but I may go back to that. Like I said, if you know anything, you can let me know. I got some got some of the quarter-inch plywood here. I'm going to make my panel inset doors. Cabinetry ends with that. So that is what I have been doing. It may not look like a lot, but when you're making and sanding and cutting every piece, I actually had a couple doors here that were the last ones I made, and one of them, the style got really warped, and I thought, well, I'm going to have to trash that. I'm going to have to trash the door. Here, let me turn some lights on here. Ooh, there we go. I thought, well, I'll have to trash that door. But what I ended up doing, my friend and I asked him, I said, can we take a 32-inch door and cut it down to a 30-inch door? Because this is the only 30-inch door in the house. I don't know how I got this framed for 30, but this is the laundry or the linen closet. And so what I end up doing is we cut that door down, and you would never know. We cut it down and put a new rail on it, or a new style, and you'd never know it. Did that yesterday. That was another job I had to do. So we've got 5 doors hung, and like I said, stuff glued up and stuff varnished. We've got just a lot of things going. There haven't been a lot of jobs that I have been, starting and finishing it complete. I'm just working on a lot of things other than maybe the end wall and the porch ceilings and the storm drain and whatnot. But you've already seen a video on the storm drain. That was just me raising it. All I did is I just pinned it, formed up, and poured my own concrete there. But anyway, keep saying stick with me, and we will be doing a lot more. One of these days I will get this thing set up and running when I'm doing a job that's easily filmed. As far as the update on my friend who gave me the GoPro, the reason I haven't been using the GoPro is because I did some filming with it, and when I went to edit the video, I realized that my editing program does not interface with it. So I have got to get one of the tech guys where I work to see if I can download a program or something that will make it compatible. Apparently you can get them, you can convert your videos. Like I said, if anybody knows of that free download or something that I'm concerned about just downloading anything onto my computer. But yeah, something I can download and convert a GoPro video to just a regular MPV, or I guess it's just a regular PC video compatible for PCs. It's what I use here on the Canons, and it's compatible with my program. It's Camtasia. So anyway, that's why I haven't been doing a lot of GoPro stuff, even though I have one now. I'll get it, and one of these days I'll get it functioning where I can edit. But just wanted to let you know what I've been doing. I haven't dropped off the face of the earth. I've been working non-stop, but it's just been a lot of odds and ends. And like I said, when you're dealing with finish work, hanging doors and whatnot, everything slows down. And some days I'm like, I'm just tired. But we're getting there, one day closer. So if you would, stick with me, please like and subscribe, and I will try to bring you along for some more of the updates soon. Until then, as always, you have a great day.